Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. Yeah. Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions, movement sets me free. Finally I can be. Surrender myself and now like taste so sweet. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Gotta stay in the now. Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need. Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Yeah. Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions, movement sets me free. Finally I can be. Surrender myself and now like taste so sweet. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Gotta stay in the now.
Good evening, lifers. Good evening, community. I am Ruth, your Pro H coach, and welcome to 15 to Life, where we learn, grow, and serve for a peaceful life. In these next 15 minutes, I not only prepare you up for your upcoming week, but for the rest of your life. I'm so excited to have you ladies on here tonight once again for 15 to Life. As usual, if you have not already, make sure you like the page, follow the page, share the stream. Y'all know I like to get at least 10 streams. I think I had 7 last week. So y'all share that stream so we can continue to grow our community, because I know we have something good here and I want everybody to know about it. So you got to help me there. If you are on YouTube, thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also, I think it's a little bell on there so you can be notified as well. So thank you for everybody who's watching on YouTube. Guys, I'm so excited. Once again, I have Reverend Angela Lee Price as my special guest, and she is waiting in the wings. And I'm just honored again that she took time out of her very busy schedule to come on tonight. If you all enjoyed her last week, give me a thumbs up, say how much you enjoyed her. If you've got any questions for her, let me know. All you guys are sharing. Yes, thank you all. Thank you all so much. If you haven't already, share that stream. Share the stream. All right. And also, don't forget, y'all know I got my let me see. Let me get here my new peace pillowcase, that my peace and rest pillowcase there. It is beautiful. People are buying it. I love it, love it, love it. Our healing pillowcase is back in stock. It is selling like hotcakes. Our faith pillowcase, I'm telling you, these make great Mother's Day presents. About a year ago, I had a church. They bought about 50 of the faith pillowcases and they gave them away for their Mother's Day presents for their church. So they make great Mother's Day presents. Or you could also, for that queen in your life, your mom, your auntie, your cousin, your best friend, for Mother's Day. Maybe they just had a baby recently. Maybe they're aging a little bit. Maybe they're not feeling too good about themselves and you want to make them feel better. There you go. Go to EstherRuthSkincare.com. Get them some of that. All right. I love you all so much. Let me get this off of here. All right. So I want to bring our special guest on, and I'm going to read her bio, part of her bio again, because I'm telling you, she has so much going on, so much going on. Thank you all for sharing. Harriet, Sandra, Granny, Donna, how are you doing tonight? Audrey, Beverly, yes. Love you all so much. Okay, so here we go. Reverend Angela Lee Price is an ordained minister, evangelist, teacher, speaker, talk show host who empowers believers to grow in their relationship with God. She is an account executive for 104.7 WLOU and 101.9 FM WLLV. She has served over 40 years in local, you wouldn't tell by looking at her, I'll tell you. 40 years in local radio on air. She has a master's in theology from Campbellsville University. As you heard her say last week, that she's even thinking about going back to school again. Maybe she's going to get her doctorate this time. We'll have to ask her. She is the founder of Jesus Saves Ministries, which is in its 17th year. She has written journals. She's a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. I didn't mention last week, she's also, I think, an over 30-year member of St. Stephen Church. She's married, has 2 adult sons, and like I said last week, I know the loves of her life are her beautiful 3 grandchildren. So without further ado, I am going to bring Reverend Angela on. Yay! How are you doing tonight again? Uh-oh. I can't hear you just yet. Are you unmuted? Because you're not muted on my end. There you go.
There you are.
There you go. Yes.
How
there
are
you
you?
are.
How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much again for giving us just a little bit of your time. I know you were so busy and looking beautiful again. Yes.
Thank you. Just
Yes.
trying to keep up with you. Just trying to keep up with you.
I don't know about that. So yeah, so they're giving you they're clapping for you, giving you thumbs up, all of that good stuff. So everybody was so loved it that you were on last week. And so I had mentioned to you before that, and I mentioned to the community, the lifers, that one of the main things with me is I am big on action. My tagline is where we learn, grow. Once you learn it, then you grow. Then the next natural step is you have to serve, because it does you no good to gain all this knowledge and everything and you don't give back. And so, what I love and what I want to talk about tonight is your ministry, Jesus Saves Ministry, that is in its 17th year. And I know a lot of people who have started things and they have certainly have not continued them for 17 years. So for you to do that, that is absolutely beautiful. It's wonderful. And I know you have helped a lot of ministries. So can you tell us a little bit about what Jesus Saves Ministries is?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I purchased one of your pillowcases. I want to say last year. My
Uh-huh.
youngest grandbaby was about to be born, and that was one of the gifts I gave to my youngest grandbaby for her to sleep on when she came into this world. So
Yes.
thank you, baby.
Yes, I
Yeah.
remember.
Okay. Yes. Uh huh. And so you're asking me about my ministry, Jesus
Yes.
Saves. I give all praise, honor, and glory to God. For 17 years, I'm looking up and I'm in my 17th year. And so occasionally, you know how you have your anniversary and some people just go on and you don't hear anything else about it. But really, to me, it should be you are celebrating continuously in that year until you get to year 18. So I
Yes.
posted something saying, hey, occasionally I'll say celebrating 17 years of ministry. Well, somebody thought it was brand new, that I'm just celebrating. I said, no, this is a continuation from August to
Yes.
August. Give them all glory.
Yes.
But you were talking about my journals, and this is the very first compilation of newsletters. So in 2005, I worked in Black radio, urban radio at WLOU. At that time, I was going to school on my bachelor's of theology at Simmons College of Kentucky and HBCU, and I was
Hmm.
working at St. Stephen Church. So here I am with there's three Black entities, and I was just in a unique position to be around a
Yes.
lot of very gifted, talented people. And I wanted to capture all of that and have it to be able to show the next generation of people who were around me just what I did back in those days. And so that's what I began to do. I began to write newsletters. So that's how Jesus Saves Ministries was born. It was born in my house,
Wow.
me putting together 4-page newsletters, sharing those newsletters. At the time, I was writing about other people. I found them to be very uh, interesting folk. People at church, people at everywhere, on the radio, people I talked to. And I began to send those newsletters out. And one thing led to another, and I began to see myself in the stories, especially, for example, just one where I was assigned at St. Stephen to help former felons get their voting rights back.
Hmm.
All right. And it was something that
Yes.
hadn't been done before at that time. And to write about that, it was very liberating. Once we were able to get a group of former felons their rights back, and there was a process that I created and helped to create. It was this St. Stephen, the radio station. There were several entities that were involved, but I was pretty much the center, the person doing the coordination, and then talking
Hmm.
with people in Frankfurt and making sure everything worked. So at the end of it all, we sent through a bunch of people to get their rights back, and we did it. And so it
Wow.
kind of really, it broke something open. It allowed us to be free. It allowed the people who were former felons to say yes. that's me. But now, praise be to God, I have my voting rights back.
Yes.
And so we did that several times, and we ended up the collaboration of the radio station St. Stephen, my pastor with me as a coordinator. 40 people, 40 former felons got their voting rights restored through St. Stephen. So you
Wow.
can't you got to talk about that, you see. And I'm
Yes.
in the story, and I'm a part of the story. And so that was really the beginning. And I just continued to write about things that
Mm-hmm.
were going on at that time. But then I also began to write about myself in ministry. And so that's how it
Yes.
began, with newsletters, and then with the former felons getting their voting rights restored.
Wow.
It was such
That
a
is
monumental event. It was very what because these people, for the first time, they voted for the first time in their lives, and many of them voted for the first Black president in the United States.
wow.
We just jumped for joy and screamed and hollered all
Yes.
over. The whole
Yes.
church did. We
Yes.
were all happy about that. Yeah.
I, I tell you what I love so much about your stories, and I'll say stories because you have so many beautiful stories, is that so often it starts with just a thought, or just you met somebody, or you just took that step out. You just decided to send out a newsletter. You just happened to meet, Tony Fields, and you went in at an intern, just for an intern, but then it turned into something else. What I love so much is that it's like those doors for you were just creaked open a little bit, but you just flung that door wide open and walked right through. And I always like to say that is just such a testament, to, I believe, your strength, character of who you are. And it's something that all women can look at and say, hey, I'm sorry, that all of women can look at it and say, hey, you know what? Look what she did. And if she can do it, then I can too. And it doesn't mean that you didn't have trepidation maybe when you started, or some, like, like you said, well, I'm just going to send out some newsletters, and then look what it turned into. So that is so beautiful. So lifers, those of you who are watching, this is a lesson for you as well. If you have a little notion to do whatever it might be, it might seem small in your sight, but it may end up being a huge, humongous thing. So I want to encourage everybody that's watching, to take and to look at what Reverend Angela has done. And wow. Now, someone had a question. Now, one of our ladies on here, her son, I think, is graduating in this spring from Simmons College, I think from their music department, I believe. She can put that in there and correct me and let me know. So she was like happy to see you mentioned Simmons. But there was a question that someone has that said, what is one of your favorite community outreach programs that is dear to your heart? Do you have
One of
a
my
favorite?
well, yes, I do. I would say feeding families at the holidays. I thoroughly enjoy doing that, and so I've
Mhm.
done it for probably 8 or 9 years in collaboration with Omega Psi Phi fraternity,
Wow.
Theta Omega chapter,
Wow.
and then also with also collaboration with some small churches around the city. So we come together
Mhm.
and feed as many people as humanly possible, particularly
Yes.
For Thanksgiving, where that was the crux of our efforts. So
Mhm.
that has been near and dear, because whenever we had opportunity to add extra, whether it be clothing or toiletries or
Mhm.
books or toys or candy, we do all of that for the children as well. But Omega Psi Phi has been a steadfast partner with Jesus Saves Ministries in the
Mm-hmm.
effort of giving back and feeding with boxes of food, just loaded down with as
Yes.
much as we could possibly put in those boxes. They would bring the turkeys, and we would, my group, we would just load in everything you could think of, all the sides, and then some. So
Right.
that's
Beautiful.
one
One.
of my favorites.
Look, just
One.
one of them. Yes, yes. So, in a final question, because like I said, it's important for us to learn, to grow, to gain information, to be better women, mothers, friends, all of that. But at the end of the day, still serving and giving back. So, why do you think it is important for a person to serve others? Why do you think it's important?
Because it is mandated in the Bible. And if the Bible says so, then we ought to be about our Father's business. That's why.
What you said.
So that's why I do. That's why I do what I do. That's why I have ministry 24/7, every day, all day, on Facebook primarily, but on social media, because I want to encourage other people to do the exact same thing. Church is just not on Wednesday and Sundays. Church
Come
is
on
every
now.
day, all day.
Come on
And,
now.
and and so those are the reasons I put myself out there, and hopefully someone will see what I'm doing and take up that mantle and improve upon what I'm doing and keep it moving. But
Yes,
yes, we
yes.
must serve, and yes, we're
That
called.
is
Once you become you grow. What did you say?
learn,
I know you said
grow,
grow, and
learn, grow, and
absolutely.
serve.
I got some
Yes.
good teaching at my church over 30 years. I've grown from bibs to wearing aprons, from having the bib on to now wearing aprons, and now I've got to get out
Come
and
on
feed.
now.
I've got to get out and serve the community, and that's what I do.
Come on now. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I tell you, I love that. It has been such a pleasure talking with you, and we're going to have to partner again. I have an event that I do in September called SOS, Serving Our Sisters, and that's where we bring in women and children who are unhoused and living in shelters and transitional housing units. And it's a day that's all about them. And we give them lunch, and we give them home goods, and we have health care for them, and massages, and paint their nails, and all that good stuff. So we are definitely going to have to partner, because you are a true servant of God. And I believe that when God looks at you, he's going to say, when you've done it to the least of these, my children, you have
There it
done it
is.
to me. When you've done it for
Yes,
them, you've done it for me. And he's going to look at you and say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Wow, that is so beautiful. So,
I
so
would love to
beautiful.
do that. I would love to do that.
Yes. Oh, yeah,
Yes,
we're
ma'am. I
definitely
would
going to
love to do
partner.
that.
We are definitely going to partner. All right. So if y'all want her to partner with us on SOS, y'all give me a thumbs up. If you have not already, make sure you share the stream, like, follow. I don't know if there's any other questions that anybody might have for Reverend Angela. But if not, if just put them in there, maybe I can ask them to her off camera, and then
After,
maybe
yes.
yes, and then I can get with you. But again, thank you so much for being with us on these 2 Sundays. I appreciate your time. You are just a wonderful vessel of God, and like I said, I truly, truly believe that God, when He looks at you, He is smiling down at you. I already know. I already know. Yes, I already
Thank you
know.
so much.
Yes,
I
yes. So
truly
y'all, that's right.
want
Let's
to say thank you again.
yeah. So they're giving you bunches of thumbs up, bunches of thumbs up. So I'm gonna let you go, ladies. Y'all
Okay.
hang on for a minute. Just hang on for a minute. But y'all tell her goodbye and thanks for being on here. But thank you so much, Reverend Angela. Yes, and we will be talking soon. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you
you.
again. Yes. All right, lifers, did y'all enjoy her? I so enjoy Reverend Angela. So enjoy it. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Next week, I've got another guest that's coming on. another lady who she was a stay-at-home mom for many years, and now she is stepping out, and has started her own business. And so, ladies, it doesn't matter your age, that you can move out into your dreams. It doesn't matter what age you are. You can do it. The only thing that's stopping you is right here. That's the only thing that's stopping you. Okay. Don't forget, if you need a pillowcase, go to IamRuthWard.com. Skincare, EstherRuthSkincare.com. I love you all so, so much. Always remember, I love you. I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. But most importantly, y'all know, what do I believe in? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see what you type in. I need to see what you type in. I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. But most importantly, what do I believe in? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for somebody to type it in. Come on, somebody. There you go. There you go. Marquita gets the prize. Yes, I believe in your action. So you got to go out there and do it. Don't let anything stop you. Go out there and do it. All right, there you go. Yes, your action all day long. You all have a beautiful, peaceful week, and I will see you next week. I love you. Bye-bye. I got to get to my right spot.
Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need. Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. About my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now.